Patrick, it's officially Symposium Month. We've talked a lot about it. We had a great community call in September about the symposium. And one thing that I really enjoyed was hearing from the Scientific Review Committee about the Collaborator Showcase. Now, we've talked a lot in past podcasts about, the Friday agenda and the different activities over the weekend and, including the How Often workshop. But really the heart of each symposium is that Collaborator Showcase. And we purposely extended it to 3 days this year because of the quantity and quality of the work that was submitted. But to now actually have all of the posters listed and the software demos and the lightning talks and to hear from the Scientific Review Committee, that got me even more excited for the event.
Yeah, absolutely. It was really great to hear from our Scientific Review Committee, who put a lot of effort into reviewing all of the submissions that were made, providing thoughtful peer review comments, and then talk about what's getting them excited for our upcoming OHDSI Symposium. We have over 130 posters and 24 software demos. And actually, we had such a hard time narrowing down the field that we've actually extended our lightning talks to be 10 different presentations. And that's going to give us an opportunity to listen to 5 talks that are covering a range of topics from data standards and methods research and clinical applications. But it's also going to give us 2 separate sessions to allow us to do poster walks to cover all of the areas. And by extending our Collaborator Showcase to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think that's going to really provide a great opportunity for members of the community to be able to collaborate with each other, learn new things, and hopefully forge new collaborations together.
Yeah, one bit of feedback we got last year was there just wasn't enough time to get to all of the posters. So now we're at the new venue in East Brunswick, New Jersey. We have that full ballroom for all 3 days. The ability to just have those posters up all weekend, I think is really going to be a great opportunity, like you said, to collaborate, to network, and to just learn from each other. One other big part of the symposium every year is the announcement of the Titan Award winners. Obviously, that is still to come during your closing. But I think it's also a lot of fun to just announce the nominees. And we had over 90 different nominees between individuals and teams. And obviously, there's a couple different aspects of it. One is simply to be nominated is such an honor, but it's so exciting to see members of the community reaching out about others and highlighting, the great work that's been done in the past year.
Yeah, one of the most special things that I get to do each year is I just send out an email to those that were nominated. And the responses back that I get are always heartwarming because people feel really honored that they were nominated. And what's nice is that somebody in the community thought that somebody deserved recognition and took a couple minutes out of their day to say something special about somebody else. And it's really great to see that we had so many people in our community who were definitely justified and deserved those nominations, and eager to see, everybody deserves that recognition and will be celebrated at the symposium. It'll also be exciting near the closing to reveal this year's Titan Award winners.
Obviously, there's a lot of focus on the symposium right now, but we had 2 great community calls related to work happening in Europe in the past month. One session on DARWIN, and then one session on the recent ENCePP guide. Do you want to talk a little bit about both your thoughts from both calls?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was glad that we were able to have these community conversations to highlight work that's primarily originating in the European region, but I think has profound implications for all of us. In the session that we talked about DARWIN EU, we had a great demonstration of how the OHDSI community is directly contributing to regulatory science. With the DARWIN EU Coordinating Center at Erasmus MC, we were able to hear from various members of the DARWIN team, led by Peter Reinbeck, who showcased how the OMOP CDM and OHDSI tools are now going into production as we try to generate evidence to support the European Medicines Agency. The ENCePP Guideline Journal Club was really great fun. ENCePP produces an annual guide for best practices in pharmacoepidemiology, which is a document that, while originated out of the EU, is clearly directly applicable to anybody who's trying to generate reliable real-world evidence. And it was great to have various authors of that document, including the editor, Catherine Cohe from the EMA, join us and share their perspectives about the work that they put in to produce this annual guide, as well as thoughts of how that document is evolving and the future work that's needed to involve that. What's particularly special to me about that document is we can see directly areas where OHDSI is featured, where OHDSI research is defining the best practices. And it was really exciting to me to hear opportunities from our colleagues at the EMA and elsewhere, pointing out future areas of research that hopefully will become the best practices that'll be in future versions of that ENCePP guide.
Yeah, those were terrific calls, and thank you again to all of the members of the Darwin team and the ENCePP authors who joined us for those calls. Community calls coming up in October. Heading into the symposium, we have a lot to try to help the efforts in terms of face-to-face meetings. So we're going to hear a lot about the work group work over the next two calls, and then right before some final logistics and a chance for people to present a little bit about their posters, try to get some interest, and then right after our annual Welcome to OHDSI call for any newcomers, people who are excited about OHDSI, to hear a little bit more about how they can join the journey and contribute to our efforts. So it's a big month. It's an exciting month. I know we're all looking forward to getting together in East Brunswick. Please do not wait till the final second to register. We have a great attendance right now, but we are still we have open spots, and we hope that everyone will register and join us in East Brunswick, New Jersey. Thanks for joining, Patrick.
Thanks, Craig. Science!